Good morning students. Today we will discuss theorem 8.8 and one example of exercise 8.1. So see children, theorem 8.8. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. If quadrilateral is given to you and this quadrilateral one pair of opposite side is equal and parallel, then given quadrilateral is parallelogram that we have to prove. For that, consider quadrilateral ABCD with AB is equal to DC and AB parallel to DC. So see children, here figure of the quadrilateral ABCD already we consider and already we drawn. So see children, this is the quadrilateral ABCD and here AB and CD both are parallel to each other and both have equal length. Here AB and DC both are parallel to each other and length of AB and length of DC is same. Now see children, draw a diagonal AC. Now this is the quadrilateral ABCD with AB is equal to DC and AB parallel to DC and I drawn a diagonal AC. AC is the diagonal. Now see children, according to theorem 8.1, triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA. According to theorem 8.1, triangle ABC means this triangle. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA, this triangle. Triangle ABC and triangle CDA are congruent to each other according to theorem 8.1. So we can say that triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA. So BC is equal to AD. Means length of BC and length of DA have same measurement, or length of BC and length of BC, length of BC and length of AD is same. So length of BC is equal to length of AD. Also BC parallel to AD. Also BC and AD both are parallel to each other. So see children, here triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA according to theorem 8.1. So BC is equal to AD and BC parallel to AD. So we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is the parallelogram because in quadrilateral ABCD, AB parallel to DC given to us and BC parallel to AD we proved that. So in quadrilateral ABCD, pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other. So we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is the parallelogram. So theorem 8.8 we proved. Now we will discuss exercise 8.1 question number 1. The angles of quadrilateral are in the ratio 3:5, ratio 13:9. Find all angles of the quadrilateral. Here one quadrilateral's angles ratio are given to us and we have to identify each angle of the quadrilateral. First, for that, we will consider quadrilateral ABCD. Consider quadrilateral ABCD and angle ratio is 3:5, 13:5. So see children, here angle A related with 3. Angle B is related with 5. Angle C is related with 13 and angle D is related with 9. Here first we will consider one variable x. So consider variable is equal to x. So angle A is equal to 3x. Angle B is equal to 5x. A related with 3. So angle A is equal to 3x. B is related with 5. So angle B is equal to 5x. C is related with 13. So angle C is equal to 13x. D is related with 9. So angle D is equal to 9x. Now according to angle sum property of the quadrilateral. What is the angle sum property of the quadrilateral? The sum of measures of all the angles of quadrilateral is always 360 degree. So according to angle sum property of the quadrilateral, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. Here angle A is equal to 3x, angle A. Angle A is equal to 3x, so 3x plus then plus. Angle B is equal to 5x, so 5x plus then plus. Angle C is equal to 13x plus then plus. Angle D is equal to 9x is equal to 360 degree. Now we will do sum of 9, 13, 5 and 3 and see children. sum of 9, 13, 5 and 3 is 30. So 3x plus 5x plus 13x plus 9x is equal to 30x is equal to and this 360 degree. Now x, here we have to identify value of x. So 30 side we will change. So 30 will go division on other side of the equal. So x is equal to 360 divided by 30. 0, 0 cancel. 3 1s are 3 and 12 3s are 30. So x is equal to 12. X is equal to 12. Now see children, angle A is equal to 3x. So angle A is equal to 3x and x we identify 12. So see children, angle A is equal to 3x. This 3 then 3 multiply. X is equal to what? 12. So see children, 12 3s are 36 degree. So angle A is equal to 36 degree. Now see, angle B is equal to 5x. Angle B is equal to 5x. This 5 then 5 multiply x. X what we identified? 12. So we can write here 12. So 12 5s are 60 degree. So angle B is equal to 60 degree. Angle C. Angle C is equal to 13x. So 13x. So angle C is equal to 13x. So 13 multiply x. X is equal to what? 12. Already we identified. So 12. Now 12 multiply 13. Its answer is 156 degree. Its answer is 156 degree. Angle D is equal to 9x. See, angle D is equal to 9x. So we can write here angle D is equal to 9x. So 9 and x is equal to 12. So 9 multiply 12. So 9 multiply 12. Its answer is 108 degree. Now see children, angle A is equal to 36 degree. B is equal to 60 degree. Angle C is equal to 156 degree. Angle D is equal to 108 degree. So see children, this is the normal explanation of theorem 8.1, 8.8 and exercise 8.1 question number 1. I hope you can understand this. Thank you.